So hi, this is Shubh, and there is always a lot of things happening every week in the AI space, either an AI agent going haywire or doing some stuff for which I need to talk about, or probably there's a new vulnerability, someone got hacked, some system basically got breached. So we have been seeing a lot of things happening in the space. Now, I think this is one of such instances. Now, I have taken this post from the register. Okay, so as you can see, right, on my screen, this is essentially the news piece that I was talking about, that cursor opens agent snuffs out startups production database. I have picked it up from the register. So, uh, so you can see over here, Jeremy Crane, the founder of automotive SaaS platform Pocket OS, spent the weekend from a data extension event caused by company's AI coding agent in less than 10 seconds. So it appears that uh, Jeremy is using cursor, and it cursor essentially with Cloud Opus 4.6, and it deleted his production database. Now, what he has done is here is that he has essentially put out a very detailed post on X. Let me share you the post. So a moment, please. Here it goes. So if you see the post which Jeremy has put, right? So this is the post, and if you see the post, he has mentioned over here that a 30-hour timeline of how Cursor's agent, Railways API, and an industry that markets AI safety faster than it ships, it took down a small business serving rental companies across the country. Now, essentially, we are talking about uh, the blog which is written by Jer Crane, founder of Pocket OS. Now, what they do? So they build software that businesses, primarily car rental operators, use for running their rental operations, reservations, payments, customer management, vehicle tracking. So some of his businesses are 5-year subscribers who literally cannot operate their business without us. Now, it appears that it's quite a critical business that he is running, at least for his customers, because many of them are like 5-year old. Now, what happened essentially here is that we are talking about 27th, essentially, when this news was broken. So he was essentially saying that yesterday afternoon, an AI coding agent, Cursor, running with Anthropic's flagship Claude of 4.6, deleted our production database and all the volume level backups in a single API call to Railway, our infrastructure provider. So basically, Railway's infrastructure provider out here. Now, going ahead, right, just 9 seconds to essentially wipe out the whole uh, production data. So the agent then when asked to explain itself, produced a written confession enumerating the specific safety rules it had violated. So there were rules, but the agent violated the rules. Now I'm posting this because every founder, every engineer leader, or every engineering leader and every reporter covering AI infrastructure needs to know what actually happened here. Now, not the surface story. AI deleted some data, that is a surface story, but what really happened here? Now let's go into the story, right? So what he has mentioned, the agent was working on a routine task in his staging environment. It encountered a credential mismatch and decided entirely on its own initiative to fix the problem by deleting a railway volume. Railway is the infrastructure provider for Pocket OS. Now, to execute the deletion, the agent went looking for an API token. It found one in a file completely unrelated to the task it was working on. Now, that token has been created for one purpose, to add and remove custom domains via Railway CLI for our services. So they had no idea, and Railway's token creation flow gave us no warning. So essentially, there was no warning given by Railway's token creation flow. So as you can see, that tokens have become the new vulnerability. That the same token had blanket authority across the entire Railway GraphQL API, including destructive operations like volume delete. Had we known a CLI token created for routine domain operations could also delete production volumes, we would have never stored it. I think that's what basically Jer is saying. But essentially it was still there, so the whole mishap happened. The agent ran this command, no confirmation step, no type delete to confirm, no, this volume contains production data, are you sure? no warnings at all. The volume was deleted uh, because railway stores volume level backups in the same volume effect buried in their documentation that says wiping a volume deletes all backups. So essentially, it's again something which now railway infrastructure has to ponder that whether they should be storing volume level backups in the same volume. Now, this means that backups are all gone. So our most recent recoverable backup was 3 months old. So in between is completely lost. Now, within 10 minutes, Jay has notified Railway CEO Jay Cooper and their head of solutions, Mahmood. Jake replied, "Oh my, that 1,000% shouldn't be possible. We have evals for this." Tell people today that, what do you do to ensure your agents are safe, or your code, your solutions are safe from agents? They say that we have implemented evals. Now, believe me, evals are static. Now, if you have evals, right, it's going to give you static cover, but it's not going to give you dynamic cover. Now, he mentions that it is now 30 plus hours since the deletion. Railway still cannot tell me whether infrastructure level recovery is possible. So this is very interesting. And now let me go ahead and actually try to see what was the agent's confession. Okay, so this is the agent's confession. I will not go into detail of what is written over here. That's unfundamentally, at least for me in this channel. So I will not do this. But it essentially went ahead and wrote a confession. Now, this is the confession. So at your free time, please go ahead and read it. But will this confession really help the organization whose real production data is deleted, or its customer who rely only on Pocket OS to run their business? Definitely not. Where does the accountability lie? Who is going to take this accountability?